You are now listening to Feeding Off Each Other.
Just gonna let this one run. Welcome to Feeding Off Each Other, the weekly podcast where we feed off the talent, humor, knowledge, and awesome stories of our guests and each other. I'm Matt Dennison, joined as always by David Big Hockey Guy Wiggins. Go Canucks go.
Yep. Jesus Christ.
What?
Could you have longer sound effects?
Jason,
I could.
Jason's been sitting in the corners by himself for 30 minutes laughing at all the sounds on his computer. I'm expecting some heat.
And also previewing some of the Speakpipes that are to come in today's later episode. We have a whole bunch to get through, and they're pretty funny.
Did you say previewing?
Previewing.
Guys,
Okay.
I didn't even introduce both of you. And as always, Jason Soundboard Lucas.
Oh, yeah. I also spent a lot of time today rejigging the sounds and normalizing all the volumes. So they should all, hopefully, for our audience, kind of sound the same level volume-wise. But also, when we were editing the pod, we'd have to go in and like readjust all the levels. So now it should be.
And Jason knows this because he edited the podcast for the first time ever last week.
That's not true.
That's not true?
I've edited like 10 of them.
Okay, well,
10? 10.
No, five.
but we heard your feedback. We heard the Chothers feedback. Thousands of emails. You gotta rejig those sounds, Jason. What? So we've finally addressed it.
Yeah.
Now you're talking.
A lot of jiggers in the email, you know?
Big hockey guy David Wickens.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, what is your hoodie? It says Adult Safe Hockey League.
Yeah,
Adult Safe?
Yeah, well, everyone wears a condom while playing. No, that's my hockey league.
Why is it adult safe though? Like, is this a joke? Like adult?
No.
Is it?
What-
Are they trying to be funny?
What do
So
you,
what's the joke?
what do you think the joke is?
Adult safe? Like this is safe for adults? Like,
No,
come
no.
on. Do I really have to explain this?
It's an adult league, and then it's the
Nobody cares.
Safety is supposed to be of the utmost importance. So it's a there's no
Wait.
body checking.
Is this the league where you broke your leg?
Correct.
Well, that's not very safe at all.
Yeah.
Correct. It's also the league where the local guy
Yeah.
tried to kick someone in the face with his
Yeah.
skate. So,
Yeah.
not everything's perfect, but
I'm in danger.
yeah.
The
and-
adult unsafe
and be-
league.
because I'm the team manager, I get like one free branded piece of thing every season, and I never use any of it. And I've had this for 3 years, and I've probably worn it twice.
Yeah. Well,
So
I
why
walked in
today?
once again and was startled by your appearance. Oh, it's a hoodie I've never seen before.
After shaving my face.
Yeah. Wait, did Jason shave his face?
No, I
Yeah.
didn't. This
Yeah,
is a
look-
normal length.
It looks
I go
pretty
to-
short.
We were talking about I go to a 2 mil. I haven't changed the guard or whatever in years. It's always 2.
But how often do you tube it up?
Once a week.
I'm
What?
about a 2, some of the, maybe a 3 actually.
I don't know what mine is. Mine's like the plastic clip-on. Or is that what we're talking about? The plastic clip-ons?
Yeah, the guard.
I don't know. I just freestyle. I'm like, this one looks good. There's like 18 different ones in my little baggie.
Brooke still cuts my hair. She's been cutting my hair for now, 4 years since COVID started? And yeah, what great savings and shavings.
I got a haircut this week and I'm not a fan.
How much did it cost?
It's like $35.
That's cheap.
It's cheap?
For a haircut?
No, it's not.
Really? I thought that's pretty cheap.
What are you paying?
50?
Phew, that's unreasonable.
Is that before tip?
Yeah.
Are you tipping?
No, that's with tip. Yeah,
Oh,
I tip. I tip.
okay. I'm talking pre-tip.
Yeah, that's a lot. I am very thankful that Brooke has the skills to cut my hair, save a lot of money that I can spend on other bullshit.
That's saving you like $600 a year.
Yeah.
How often do you cut your hair?
I don't know about that.
Once a month-ish?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I go like once every 4 or 5 months.
4 or 5? There's no way you go every 4 or 5.
Are you sure about that?
4 or 5
That's a
months. That's when
long
you
time.
get a haircut?
Dude, your hair
I
would
think
be
4.
down to your shoulders.
What?
Does your hair just grow really slowly?
I love the hair. I don't know. No, I think it goes pretty quick.
I've had to
But
pay for a
yeah.
couple of Jason's haircuts in the past.
That's true.
When we film stuff, and I say, you need to look fresh for this.
Directly
Can't be
from
4
that.
months. 4 months in.
4 months.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. No, it's on average like 4 months. 4
What?
months.
Call up Lauren, ask her right now.
I
She
feel like
wouldn't
I'm probably like 6 to 8 weeks. So like
Pregnant?
Yeah, exactly.
Got a bundle of
I
joy.
thought you wore condoms during hockey practice. What the hell happened there?
Oh, that's
well, no. Once the game ends, it's just an orgy in the locker room. So
That's where the beer league comes in.
I'd do anything to bone her.
So we were supposed to have a big star on today, guys.
don't
but,
give it away. Don't give it away.
No, I won't. But we have another star to replace.
Chuck.
Who was supposed to be here. We got Chuck. Let's give a round of applause for Chuck.
Yeah.
Still kicking, looking sharp too. Turtleneck, 90s vest, ripped jeans, got the
Flannels on top.
Skechers on,
Did
and
we,
a very close shave too.
did we ever explain Chuck's nickname or what his name?
Maybe not.
So we used Chuck in a video called Slammer that we made for Pit Viper.
Slammer, I hardly know her. Thank you. Thank you to the live band in the studio.
And in the Slammer ad, we had people doing stunts. We had pro skateboarders and BMXer doing stunts, and
BMXer, I hardly know her. Thank you once again, studio band.
Anyways,
Best band in the land.
Chuck was our resident dummy that we would quote unquote Chuck after someone did a big jump or something.
The more you know. Some trivia for the fans out there.
Super tantalizing trivia.
Yeah, but we were preparing pretty hard for the guest today. I listened to like 2 podcasts of said guest. We watched television shows to study. We were well prepared, and and then they were sick. So it's unfortunate. But Brooke said I wouldn't be surprised if they just never reschedule.
We literally had this conversation earlier today. Yeah.
I have hope. I have hope.
It's not even that I think it would be premeditated. I think it was just, it's an easy thing to slip through the cracks.
Exactly.
And they're very busy. They're on the upwards trajectory, right?
People be busy.
But I feel confident that we can do the best podcast that this person has done to date.
Yeah.
Having listened to a couple podcasts, I think we can have the most fun.
I feel the thing that makes me confident about that is our guests usually leave and be like, wow, that was actually a good time.
Yeah. And we've had a lot of people who have never done a podcast. And yeah, it's almost like, it feels like 9 out of 10 times maybe they say, oh, that was what? It's over? Oh, I can keep going. That was great.
It's like, do you ever watch Hot Ones?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know how they always, whenever they try the like proprietary Hot Ones hot sauce, they're like, oh wow, that's actually pretty good.
That's why I don't believe it's actually spicy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that always fucks me up. I'm like, there's no way you all say it independently.
Exactly.
Because Jason and I, we tried the Mad Dog 357, which is like the third from last or second to last.
I don't think it's in the
legitimately hot.
I don't think it's in the rotation anymore.
We also
No,
had
it's
to
not.
eat, or no, Kaz and I had to eat the bomb for the skinny challenge.
Oh yeah, we had the bomb too.
On
that
the-
was
on the
Brooke's
bike trail
cousin.
without any like, water or anything. I think I had some electrolyte water.
Did it fuck you?
Yeah, it sucked for sure. But I think it was we just like started riding again, right? Like pretty soon after, and then once you're riding, you're kind of not thinking about how much pain you're in. But
I felt a little
Yeah,
bit
that shit's
bad because
spicy.
it was kind of heavily weighted in my favor. And we were doing a skinny challenge. And what did we give each other 50 opportunities to do that, to
I
ride
mean,
that skinny?
Yeah, if you can't do it in 50,
Did you do it?
no,
And Kaz never did it.
no.
I was the only one who did.
5-0?
Yeah, it took a long time to film
Jesus
that challenge.
Christ.
Yeah, well, that was an whole shot on red too. That's just burning
my
footage, eh?
God.
Jeez.
That's good stuff.
But yeah, no guests today. We wanted to know, we were wondering, the Chothers out there who are our beloved Chothers, do they prefer the guest? Do they like the no guest pods? How do you guys
Feeding
feel?
off each other.
Yeah, I want to get some feedback off each other. And, I've been pondering lately, like, what do the people want? You know?
I got worms.
Who do they want to see? I know they probably all want to see mountain bikers.
But it's not a mountain bike podcast,
Yeah,
okay? Like
yeah.
we know a lot of people. We have we like entertainment. We like performers, like people with talent. We have comedians come in, performers, singers, artists, producers, movie stars.
We got a
all
bunch
sorts of people
We
coming.
got a bunch of comedians on the horizon local ones we've reached out to.
And it's just, it's just our weird world of things that we're interested in. And I don't want to paint us into a corner of we can only have mountain bikers on. And if we do that, Dave's going to shoot himself in the face.
I will on camera. It'll be our most viewed episode ever.
You're gonna be like Shane Gillis this weekend on SNL.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, I can't wait for
There's
that.
a famous newscaster who did that, or she wasn't
What?
famous before doing that, but
Well, it used to be.
yeah, it used to be. Yeah,
Actually,
Kill
though?
themselves on camera?
yeah. Her name was Christine. There was like a movie about it.
Ooh.
Isn't that gnarly?
Don't pull that up.
Yeah. You don't get it.
I don't think it's exists. Like I think the footage was destroyed.
Oh, that's
Gnarly.
crazy.
I'm sad now.
Anyway, so listeners, I'm gonna do that.
No. We're gonna have a nice balance of comedians, stars. Dave's working on his next big get. He's gonna have some guests come in. You're gonna get your get. That's what we call them. It's kind of a weird word, right?
Yeah.
Your get.
You almost got. Do you get them or you got them? You got to get.
A lot of people get.
I'm very excited about my recent get that I hope it pulls through. You can't spoil it. You can't spoil it.
No,
this has been okay.
This guy think we'd never podcasted. This is episode 78.
I mean, I kind of wanted to spoil it, but they have been requested in the comment section a couple times, and I'm a huge fan.
Brad Pitt.
His name rhymes with sad knit.
No. I don't even want to play that game.
Torge Tooney.
But I'm very excited. Last night I was just thinking of all the things I want to ask this person, and boy, it's gonna be a riot.
Question 1: will you kiss me?
Yes. And
Run, bitch!
more.
Question 2: do you like snakes?
What a weird question.
Thank
Good
you.
interviewers. You guys think we're good interviewers?
I think I'm a very poor interviewer and you're quite a good interviewer. So as a hockey guy, there's the there's the commentator and then there's the color commentator. Like there's the play-by-play guy and the color. Yeah. So I think of myself as the color commentator.
That's the diversity on the
So the main guy is like, oh, and Gretzky passes to Messier, and then I'm the guy that's like, did you know Messier went to college in Alberta?
You're like Tony Romo.
Huh?
You're
the sidekick
for a football.
I know. I'm just
Super
kidding.
Bowl's this weekend. Football analogy.
You mean the superb owl?
I guess that's kind of funny.
Now, what is that?
That pisses me
Now,
right
what does
off.
that make Jason? What is it? Jason, are you a good interviewer?
No, I'm bad.
I don't know.
I don't know. I think you're pretty good.
You impressed me last couple pods. You had some good transit. Because we work on this. We don't just completely wing it.
Yeah.
We talk behind the scenes.
True.
We have goals. Try to improve upon ourselves.
Yeah, definitely. Of course.
You're good. You're particularly good when you're like excited about a guest.
So like mountain biker.
like I can sometimes see like a little like light flickers in your eyes, and I'm like, oh, he's excited about this one.
Well, we just
Yeah, I see.
try so hard not to have the dead space. That's like the number one goal in podcasting. A couple podcasts ago, I sat down in the first minute. My arms were on the rests of this chair, and I'm a stress sweater, and I just felt in the first minute a drip from my right armpit right onto my torso. I was like,
What
oh crap.
the hell is even that?
Like underneath the shirt.
Underneath the shirt.
Yeah, okay.
And it didn't soak through the
I was
fabric.
like,
and then,
whoa.
that's a lot of sweat.
I'm wet.
Yeah.
No, I'm a stress sweater though. How do you guys you guys when you get stressed? What do you guys do? How do you express it?
I sweat as well.
Jason doesn't get stressed.
What? You're stressed.
It's
Cool as a cucumber.
Yeah, he doesn't show it so much.
He told
I
us.
think
He
it's a
bit of a
told us a
hard read.
story. He told us a story last night that I won't retell. But
Please don't.
I was like, oh my god, that would be the most stressful moment of my life.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
No,
curious.
I think I more get stressed editing is like the most stressful thing in the world for me. And then not in a way where I dread it, but in a way where I'm like, I just want to make the best thing possible with the ingredients I have. I don't know how to do that. And then I'm like, but I'm taking too long to do it. And then, but it's not good enough yet, but I got to take longer. And then I get pretty sweaty.
But then you're so
editing.
fast at editing too. I feel
Yeah.
like sometimes when I'm editing, I know what the vision is. I know what I want it to be, but I just know the work. I know the journey from A to B it's going to take. And then, I get stressed just thinking, oh crap. But then
Like you feel overwhelmed.
totally overwhelmed. Yeah.
Yeah, I get that too. I get about 10 minutes into maybe an hour into doing any task, and then I start being like, oh, you suck at everything in your life, and everyone's going to hate the thing you make, and everyone's going to be like, what, you thought that was good?
What do you guys think about this Apple Vision thing? Because
I like it.
like, is this going to improve the workflow? I've been thinking like, should we order this and drive down to Seattle, pick one up?
Okay, boomer.
I didn't know.
Not yet, not V1.
I agree. Not V1.
I do think it's going to be looking back at like a brick phone,
Yeah.
but
It's
the
kinda-
people who did have the brick phone were ballers.
Yeah, in a way.
But like the first iPhone
exactly,
was
the first
pretty
iPhone.
limited.
But
But
we all had it.
iPhone I didn't have the first one.
No.
No, none of us
You
did.
had the first iPhone?
The iPhone 3G.
No.
That's not the first.
What is the first one? I don't even know.
One.
It's called the iPhone.
I don't even remember.
See,
I did
when,
not.
I
when
guess
it's
I
the
did.
first one, you just call it, you're not like, oh, Die Hard 1.
I don't remember.
It's just Die Hard.
Wow.
I think, I don't know. The first phone I had was like my parents bought it. It was like a Nokia something, and then eventually moved to the LG Shine.
Well, how old were you when you got your first phone?
Maybe like grade 10,
Jason?
10th grade for them.
Yeah, I want to say 10. Yeah, like so 14 or 15.
I
think.
was 18 years old.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, when I was in grade 12, I feel like, or in high school, I feel like some people had phones in grade 11 and 12. It was probably like 50% of people had them by the time grade 12, maybe like 40% at grade 11. And then under that, it was like a low percentage.
That's a lot of math.
Yeah.
I guess you were older than us.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever have like multiple hour long conversations with girls? Like, did you like
On the phone?
Yeah, or like
Yeah.
girlfriend at a time or whatever? Did you have
Now
like
you're talking.
5-hour conversations?
Of course.
I just can't imagine doing that anymore.
No.
This is like insane.
You now have to text a person before calling them.
Yeah.
Like it feels like an invasion of privacy if you just raw dog phone someone, like in like a personal situation. It's like, oh, is someone dying? Is like there
Yeah.
a fire I need to attend to?
Yeah. And then, if someone calls you, you just don't answer. And then you text them, hey, you call? It's like such a soft move. But sometimes, you just,
yeah.
a lot of excuses. Like, sorry, I was busy. Sorry, I didn't see. There's a lot of bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I'm on the toilet,
It's just funny though, because like after you have the phone call, it's easy. It feels like, well, that was not as bad as I thought. You know what really helps me though? I'm a big pacer when I call. If I have like an important call or a call that's a little bit stressful, I just go outside and I walk. And
You're a regular Reggie Miller.
What?
What?
Reggie Watts?
Reggie Miller, the greatest Indiana pacer of all time.
Oh my God.
It's a sports reference. Are you excited for the Thursday game? Vancouver Canucks versus Boston Bruins.
Is the sky blue?
Oh, should we watch it together? Maybe I was thinking
Sure.
maybe we could like
it's on-
hang out. I don't know if I want to hang out after work
It's on
hours
at
though.
it's
Can
on
we do
at
that?
it's on at 4.
4?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. We
Yeah.
can watch it during work hours.
Sounds good. I'm down.
I'll be sick that day.
So sick, bro.
Yeah.
I kind of hate when the podcasts in general divulge into sports talk. I kind of hate it, especially when it's a
Really?
sport that I don't like.
Oh.
Like Shane Gillis pod. I don't know. I can't even tell what sport they're talking about. Baseball or freaking football or something. I don't know, but I just tune out. Or like Joe Rogan's podcast. They start talking about jiu-jitsu or something. I just skip.
Yeah, I think we can sort of, lightly touch on it and be like, it is a thing we enjoy, and not get into the nitty gritty and be like, oh man, did you see Besser pass to Pedersen last game and he like ripped it top cheese? Like, I don't know.
Jason, have you ever jumped on the sports the hockey bandwagon?
Oh, hockey during the Stanley Cup run. That would be about it.
Have you ever been to a
Olympics.
Canucks game?
Yeah. I actually don't love going to sporting games live, like any sport. Just find it like you gotta go there. The stuff's expensive. The seats like are fine usually. I've never been like in a nice seat or anything, so maybe that would change my mind.
Yeah, I
but
definitely prefer the commentary.
yeah. And then at home, you're just like chilling at home. You can have friends over, your own snacks, your own drinks. It's great.
Yeah.
I actually mostly agree. I think the live experience is somewhat overrated, but if you're going, you should go on like a Friday or Saturday night when the whole crowd is fired up, and then like hopefully it's a good game. Hopefully they play well, and you get like swept up in the sort of like the collective experience. It's not necessarily the watching experience that's elevated.
fair.
It's more like, oh, I'm here and something cool is happening.
Obviously not a good game. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And, like you could feel the energy in the air. But the last game I went to, it's a bit awkward. Like maybe you're like talking to your friend or something. You're not even paying attention. It's kind of like I wear glasses for, and I can't see where the puck is maybe. And I don't even
Exactly.
notice that someone scored. And then all of a sudden everybody's freaking out. And I'm like, oh, are we standing up? Well, I guess I got to stand up. Am I blocking someone behind me? And it's a little bit awkward. And you're like, when can I sit down? And then you sit down and
I will say,
everybody's looking at you.
have you guys gone to an American sporting event? That is
No.
actually very sick.
No.
I feel like we should start calling him like Jason USA Lucas.
Yeah, it's got
What?
You can't spell
just moved
Lucas.
already.
You can't spell Lucas without USA. So.
There must be a the U.S. because Jason said he's gonna be a boy forever.
Yeah.
It's true. Well, thanks for doxing me. But
Maybe it's. Oh, sorry. We can cut that. Bleep that.
I'll have to cut that.
It's a big area.
No, not big enough.
Might as well say we live on the shore.
I don't.
No, but
Just give it a bleep.
But anyway, American sporting events. Like I've been to a football game, NFL, and down in Seattle Seahawks, and just the tailgating, the environment, the like size of everything. The arena's so much bigger. It's full. Like I think, other than hockey, like a CFL game here is pretty.
Okay.
pretty
Yeah, we don't have the
snooze
tailgating.
fest.
CFL sucks as a live experience.
Yeah.
Well, there goes our guest next week.
No, it's just it like lacks a certain energy and enthusiasm.
it's just hard when you get into the stadium and half of it's empty, and you're like, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's no good.
Yeah. Anywho.
But the football, American football, is also benefited by it's usually on the weekend.
Yes.
It's like the event of the week. It's that's what it's all about. The Stoke.
Did you watch this All-Star game, the NHL All-Star game?
I watched
3 days of it.
bits and pieces.
Yeah, I watched mostly all of it. I watched all of the skills. I watched all 3 of the All-Star games. I watched maybe 10 minutes of the draft, which is God.
That was
so
terrible.
funny. Justin Bieber, he walks out, he waves to the crowd, immediately looks behind him for a place to sit. He's like, this is going to take a while. Sits down. Michael Bublé makes a joke about him microdosing mushrooms. I took it as a joke. I don't think he was actually doing mushrooms and admitting it. He's obviously been in front of a camera, media trained. He knows what to say, what not to say. I think it was just a joke.
Yeah, but if he was so media trained, joke or not, he wouldn't make the joke. Like it kind of doesn't matter because 50% of people think it's true and 50 kind of are like, oh, he's probably joking.
It's probably
true.
It's like the perfect statement.
Yeah, it's good because you got the moms freaking out. He's doing mushrooms. And then you got the kids. This guy's awesome. He's doing mushrooms.
Yeah, but I think we're in like kind of like a post outrage over weed mushrooms sort of world.
Yeah.
It's like kind of getting to as bad as alcohol in the public eye.
Right. Yeah. Michael Bublé, name one song.
Everything.
Twinkle toes.
Home.
It's starting to
Christmas.
look a lot like Christmas. That's my only one I know.
The thing with Michael Bublé is he's kind of made his bread and butter on being a sort of cover artist.
Right.
Like he's like a Frank Sinatra throwback, so he's doing like the American standards.
You think he'll come on the pod?
Maybe. He is local.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
actually a good one to aspire towards.
I checked out his house that was posted all over the internet recently as being the most expensive home in Burnaby, I think.
He's from Burnaby.
Yeah, and I Google mapped it, satellite view, checked out his pool, checked out his pool toys, all that.
Looked at all the security measures he put in place, wrote down any entrances and exits.
Yeah, I guess if, I doxed Jason, people would be right on the satellite view trying to find his whatever, top of his head.
Yeah, you'll see me nude sunbathing on our patio. They'll be like, there he is.
They just look for one big reflection, big white spot in the satellite view.
Wait, that's his skin, or is he using a reflector?
That's his skin
Yeah,
and the reflector.
I assumed.
Combination. But anyways, hockey's great. I love it, and I'm watching so much of it. Brooke is she's watching it with me a little bit.
Does Brooke like it?
I don't think she likes the excitement. She's whatever. She's whatever about it.
When you watch, I want to say this with as little amount of condescension as possible.
Careful. I'm
Go
already
on.
pissed. Go ahead.
Hold on, what sound do I have to play?
Do you
feel
always-
a drop falling from my armpit?
Do you understand 100% of everything at this point?
100% of everything? Oh,
Yeah.
I can't say that about anything in my life.
No, but like, if you're watching like Red Bull Rampage, you understand like the nuance. You're like, okay, yeah, that judging makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah,
like,
fair enough.
like,
Well, I'll be honest. For many years, like I used to grow up watching it with my dad. Like I'd like sit at the foot of the bed and I would be just asking him constantly, what's icing? What's offside? What's this? Why that? Why this? Probably drove him nuts, but also, I don't know, give him something to talk to. And I've made a real effort this year to YouTube the things that I don't know what it means.
To YouTube them.
I YouTube, like, I just YouTube the
Oh,
words.
like Google it. Like you
Yeah,
say,
yeah, that's what the kids. That's how the kids Google. So, for example, I have never. What are you guys doing? Are you
I
footsing?
don't know. He like touched my foot.
I just realized our foots were lined up, and I was like, I feel like I need to address this by doing that.
These chairs, they just kind of make you want to cross the leg, right?
Uh-huh.
Why don't we just put the feet down, plant the soles on the ground, ground yourself, everybody.
I don't like it.
Pass.
It's just straight crotch cam now for me. Anyways, I didn't know what forecheck was, and I didn't know what back check was, and I was like, I need to know what this is. So now I know, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty simple, and now I'm gonna get a lot out of this.
Super technical.
But like percentages and ABV, is that alcohol per what is
Yeah.
that? That's like
For beverage.
Yeah.
That's what that means.
I don't know.
Alcohol by volume, I believe.
Yeah, I'm an idiot. I don't understand 100% of anything, Dave.
No. I just that was actually interesting insight that you looked up forecheck and backcheck.
Well, it's a great question, Dave. Thanks for the assist.
Thank you. Oh, nice.
Fucking Christ.
Could be a one-timer, perhaps.
Your
don't get another
your
one.
plus minus probably just went up.
Hey, what?
Run, bitch!
I'm gonna YouTube that later.
You know what plus minus is?
No.
If you're on the ice for a goal for your team, you get a +1. If you're on the ice for a goal against, you get a -1.
Now you're talking.
Okay. I'm learning a little bit from Nuckhead, local. Maybe he'll come on the pod. He's a local YouTuber.
Oh,
Nuckhead.
okay.
He's making now that the Canucks are popping off, everybody's jumping on. I got to make content, and everybody wants to make. Do you know the YouTuber like Too Lazy to Try, or like
No.
you know those guys that you just hear their voice, you never really see their face, and they're like complaining or like kind of condescendingly joking about something, roasting people, explaining a situation.
Wait, is this a type of YouTuber? You mean?
It's like a type of YouTuber,
okay,
but Too
okay.
Lazy to
Yeah.
Try is a specific.
Like video
he
essays,
explains
sort of.
Yeah.
celebrity dramas.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Or like, what's that guy? He's from Vancouver Island.
Casually explained. Yeah.
Kind of like that. Nuckhead, he's making these Canucks videos that are just like every game or every couple of games he makes a video. And that's great.
That's
Cool.
smart.
But yeah, everybody's hopping on like, oh, Canucks are doing well. I gotta make this pay off for me. It reminds me of us 15 years ago or 10 years ago when we were making our Canucks music videos.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
You were
will not
bandwagoners.
be jumping on that bandwagon.
You've just been on the wagon.
Yeah, but like the content creation
Oh. I see.
wagon. See, I'm like, I watch when they're trash and I'm just depressed.
You know what other channel I've been obsessed with? Delta Highlights. It's just some, I don't know. It's just like a highlight channel, but it's like the whole NHL. So it'll be like top 10 fan moment or top fan moments. Most like, this is why you're hated moments. This is why you're the best moments, like trick shots. I just love the compilations of stuff.
It's a legit channel.
Yeah. Delta
Wow.
Highlights.
How does the NHL
I don't
get
know.
away with that?
I don't know.
But
I
it's
don't know.
good. It's good for them. Like I always think it's really stupid when companies force content to go down that just promotes their business.
Yeah.
Like,
But if I was in the NHL, I'd be like, that's a great idea. We're suing you and we're going to do it ourselves.
yeah, but the NHL is so poorly run that
Shit, shots fired.
they're a notoriously like kind of crummy league, even though the sport is great.
Really?
Yeah. Like if you watch the All-Star game, it's like a lot of it's kind of a bit rinky-dink for the scale of what most major sports are, I think.
It's great to see Kevin Bieksa on the All-Star League.
He's the best.
on the mic now. And another thing I do, looking up old YouTube videos, it's just like old games. The last thing I searched was the Boston Bruins losses, watching highlight reels of us losing.
Oh, Jesus.
I totally forgot about that massive hit that like,
The Aaron Rome hit
yeah.
on
against
Nathan Horton.
or something. I forgot about that.
It was the turning point of the whole series.
Yeah, you asked the other day, do you think, or someone asked, do you think if we would ever have another riot in Vancouver? And I said yes. Dave, you say there's no way.
I just think there's going to be so many preventative measures. And just collectively, I think a lot of people got fucked by being involved in the riot. I don't know. And with social media the way it is now, phones, I think it would be much less likely.
What about like LA riots and riots all over the states? Like people just don't.
When was there an LA riot?
Or like, I don't know.
Like the
COVID?
90s?
No, like in the last few years. Like Rodeo Drive. Like people are just smashing windows. They're like, oh, this is a perfect opportunity to get some valuables and sell them on Marketplace or something. I feel like even in the riots, the most recent riots, there was measures put in place. But you can't stop everybody when there's like a bazillion people downtown. Like one person's gonna think they're gonna, be a legend by lighting something on fire, climbing a post, or flipping something over, or kicking over a mailbox.
I think it's improbable.
I also think that it's not even the hockey fans, right? It's like people out of town. They're like, oh, right, this is our time to shine. Let's fuck some shit up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't even know if they go in if the majority of people go in 100% planning to riot. I think it's a lot of people.
Mob mentality.
Mob mentality, super, super just hyped in general. A lot of energy. A lot of people drunk. And just
shrooms. Like a Bublé.
Everyone's microdosing. No, actually, that's the way to stop it. You just give everyone shrooms. No one's rioting on shrooms.
When
Jason Lucas for mayor, everybody.
When Bublé does it, it's actually Michael dosing.
Fine.
Well, let's just hope that doesn't happen. I got a tingly feeling though. I think we're gonna do pretty well. I'm gonna say, should we make our predictions? Should we just go for it? I see you're on the fantasy hockey thing every day. Do you have a big picture, like Canucks Stanley Cup in 6 against someone?
I've been like a hardcore fan for probably like 20 something years, 24 years maybe now is like really when I got into it, and they've just let me down. And so I keep my expectations super low so that any sort of success is just like fucking found money. So I never am like, oh yeah, we're going to crush this here. We're going to the finals. Like, I'm just like, oh sweet, we're making the playoffs.
I got my hopes up, I'm okay to be disappointed.
It's okay.
Disappoint me. The last time Vancouver celebrated a Stanley Cup, do you know what year that was?
1915.
Correct. Ding, ding, ding. Do the ding, ding, ding thing, Jason. Come on.
I don't know if I have it. Okay.
Yeah, in the Denman Arena.
The Vancouver Millionaires.
Yeah.
Led by Cyclone Taylor, I believe, was their star player.
Jesus Christ.
Cyclone Taylor. Holy smokes.
There's a sporting goods store in Vancouver called Cyclone Taylor's. So.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Is that what that is? Oh, my God. How do you know all this?
I know a lot of dumb shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I've just been obsessed looking at like hockey archive interesting stuff. And the Denman Arena, that kind of blew my mind that existed. It was near like Cole Harbor, just where that park is now, where we filmed the ending scene of my first time riding to work.
Oh, wow. Okay.
There was an arena there and it burnt down.
Sick.
2 people died.
Yeah.
One person died or something. A couple of firefighters got injured, and then they rebuilt it. And then like a handful years later, they tore it down because Queen Elizabeth Theater was built. So they're like, whatever, just tear it all down.
Oh.
Yeah. And a hockey ticket was $1.25 for the best
boomer.
seats.
That makes sense.
This is very boomer facts. But I was talking about this to my dad, and my dad said, oh, this reminds me, I'm related to a hockey player, Bobby Benson.
It's not a real name.
Robert John Benson, born in 1894. No, it's interesting. There's like a whole page. I got to do some research on this. It goes back to like the... my dad, we have some Icelandic roots. That's Denison's roots. It's like Denusen. And then they changed the name to Denison because Icelandic people were discriminated against.
We do call you Denuisance, so that makes sense.
Yes. Anyways, we love some family heritage.
You don't get the sound.
What's your guys' heritage? Where the hell are you from? What kind of white bread are you guys?
Mostly like Cambodia and Madagascar.
All right.
He's an albino.
Norwegian.
He was a 1%er in both of those countries.
Norwegian and like English.
Norwegian.
I'm Irish and like gypsy, Romanian.
Excuse me? I don't think you're allowed to use that word.
Are you not?
A tribe of gypsies?
No. It's a canceled word, Jason, and you're the PC one out of the group, so you
take
should
away
know.
Jason's PC sticker of the day. Take it away. You've been handing those out to him like butter, like candy. Sorry.
Butter.
I don't know.
Matt, every Halloween is like, and here's your stick of butter.
I have no idea why I said butter.
Yeah.
But they say stick or treat, so you give them a stick of butter.
I've been putting butter in my oatmeal recently. Have you guys ever done that?
No.
I learned that at Burning Man. That was all the freaks there. That was what they did. Butter in the oatmeal. It's a game changer.
Sounds healthy.
Just a little bit.
It's like butter on your steak.
No more butter than you would have on your like toast.
No, you do put butter on your steak.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Like
Don't laugh.
rosemary. I know, it just was a funny comparison.
That was a game changer though. I put, you got the butter,
Just go on.
a little bit of brown sugar, just a little bit,
That was my nickname.
brown sugar.
Yeah.
In Cambodia.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hot.
Are you sure it wasn't white sugar? Refined white sugar. And then we put some walnuts on it, maybe some pumpkin seeds on that, and then a little bit of
seeds.
Pumpkin seeds, yeah. Brooke goes crazy at Bulk Barn. She's got jars full of everything and anything, and then a little bit of milk on that. Delicious. And
Real cow titty milk.
Today it was real cow titty milk because we're gonna make ice cream.
Ooh.
Wow.
But normally it's almond milk. Jason got absolutely shit on for liking almond milk in Mountain Bike Creators read mean comments.
What did he say?
The comment that we read, or Jason read in part 2, I believe, was you need to drink more milk, bro, or something. And it was referring to when Jason broke his ankle, brutally broke his ankle.
Yeah.
And then your joke was, or your comeback was, I drink almond milk, so I probably could get some more calcium or something. And then you just have all these comments like, oh, you're a pussy for drinking almond milk, whatever.
Such a bitch.
I love.
I actually don't even drink almond milk. I drink oat milk mostly.
Or yeah, maybe it was oat milk.
I might have said oat milk.
Regardless, you're still a pussy. It's
Yeah,
one pussy
such
or
a
the other.
pussy.
I love when certain like rules of masculinity that are so absurd are like applied to people, like being like, "Oh, you drink oat milk, fucking pussy!" Like what?
I think we're getting some hate now. People probably think we're pussies for diving into the AI art.
Oh yeah,
which has been fun.
We got a few hate messages, but the thing that frustrates me is people think you just press like one button and it generates like a whole reel, and it took me like a half a day to make that.
Yeah, there's like 5 buttons.
Yeah, there's like 5 or 6 buttons.
Dave! At least.
That's fun though.
Yeah,
it's the most recent comment was, "This is the worst video I have ever seen." It's like, dude, it's a 10-second video.
Yeah.
Relax.
Clearly you haven't watched all our videos.
Yeah, that's the go-to, right? You should dive into our catalog.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's a better comment than someone putting like meh. You know what I mean? You want this is the worst thing I've ever seen over apathy.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Well, if you're enjoying the podcast today, leave us a nice comment. Let us know if this is the best or worst.
Worst
video.
podcast I've ever listened to.
I think some people just want to, like, I don't know. They feel good about themselves, like shitting on a thing in a drastic way. Like, I don't know.
Well, the AI thing right now is there is sort of they're stealing our jobs energy around how people feel about AI, and there's sort of a pushback. So some people will just, no matter what it is, if you're utilizing AI for your project, they're going to be anti. It's a bit of a factions are forming.
It's like what was the intro for that show, the Book of Boba Fett? Disney did the intro with AI.
No, it was Secret Invasion.
Sorry, yeah, came out at the same time. So yeah, Disney used AI to help make the intro of the show, and the show is about how there's people blending in here on Earth that aren't actually people; they're aliens. So it's kind of like there's some like crossover there.
It was meta textual.
Meta textual, exactly. But it's not like Disney went intro please and hit a button and then it generated. It's like, no, there's shit there that's like had to be human driven, and then AI filled in the gaps, I'm sure, but I don't understand that. To me, I'm like, they're just using different tools. It's like when cartoonists used to hand draw everything and then they started making it on the computer, it's not like, it's just an evolution.
It's kind of like people shitting on the new Apple Pro Vision, saying that it's like the original iPhone or like a brick phone.
It is though. It's a Gen 1 technology.
Every
product.
first version of things is an inferior thing, and you're going to be paying a premium to have the first version.
Now, on the other hand, I want it. I want to try it.
I would love to see it.
I think it's pretty neat that you can have a bunch of screens that are massive, and then you can have your hockey game over here. That's one thing that's kind of annoying. Like, I want to watch hockey, and sometimes I just I have a little app that's like pin, like a YouTube pin or whatever, and you can just, it'll pin the hockey game or whatever you're watching on top. It'll never be, no other window will cover it up. But it's still really annoying.
Yeah.
You mean like on your computer screen?
Yeah.
Right.
You're still confined to the dimensions of your computer.
That's why it's better to let it be running on a separate screen.
But the thing looks kind of heavy and a little awkward, but I don't know. And now there's all these videos coming out. Everybody's going to have it.
Yeah,
I saw the Casey Neistat video.
Yeah, that's good.
I don't think that many people are going to have it. I think it's too prohibitively expensive for most people.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't mean everything. I don't mean 100% of everything.
Well, I know you don't mean everyone.
Oh, The Simpsons. They're The Simpsons.
They're
just on top of shit all the time, eh? Mm-hmm. Not only are they on top of stuff, they're predicting things all the time.
What is this from? 8 years ago. 8 years ago?
What?
Yeah,
wow.
But like VR has been a thing for quite a while, guys. It's not a 1-to-1.
Yeah. But
okay, boomer.
wait. Pull it back.
Is that a new sound
but
for you?
But it kind of looks.
It is.
Okay, I could tell.
Yeah, I'm using it a lot.
Like, didn't the Simpsons predicted Trump's presidency too?
Mm-hmm. So did Back to the Future.
Like, I don't know. I guess whatever. They got a backpack. That's a bit unrealistic. All right.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's definitely different.
VR's been around for a while. Our friend Dan dropped off the Valve Vive VR system.
The Valve Vive VR?
Valve Vive VR, and I've been trying to set that thing up, and I'm about to throw it in the dumpster. So Dan, if you're listening, come pick it up before I throw it in the dumpster. Thing's goddamn annoying.
Good thing we're posting it this week.
Yeah.
Posting what?
This podcast, so he'll hear it and have time to retrieve his Valve VO Vibes Virgo.
The coolest thing for the Vision that I've seen so far is someone was working on their car in their engine bay. So the engine's open, you're working on it, and they're wearing it. And they literally have the YouTube of how to fix the thing right there. So they're just looking there, like, okay, yep. And in real time, they're working on their car while watching.
I love that.
And I'm like, that's like a for sure genius move. The other thing, sorry.
That's okay. Go ahead. Don't apologize.
I believe what it will happen with all these sporting events that we were talking about, how we didn't like the live experience so much. You're going to be able to port in live courtside, center ice, half court. Oh, I'm so sporty. With the Vision on, and you're going to be right there at the game, and you can look around, you can see everything happening in real time.
For sure. It's going to cost $400 though.
That's fine. It should. It's
$400.
I don't know. Who knows? Playoff game?
No one's going to pay for
Boston?
that.
People are buying the device for $5,000.
I think they will, for sure.
I don't think you could charge more than like 50.
Dude, an MMA game is like whatever match is like $80.
Yeah, and I would never pay for that.
Well, there's going to be a crack stream for the VR experience. For sure.
Anyway, that I think is another like pretty damn cool thing that you can't do it right now.
That reminds me, I was working on my car and I had my phone. I was switching between a hockey game, crack stream, and I was also switching between a tutorial on how to fix my seatbelt. And I was really annoyed because I had to like refresh the game and it was not a smooth experience. And I thought someone should maybe like make an app where you can just seamlessly kind of swipe back and forth between something. I don't know. I can't even remember what I had in mind, but VR solves this. So
you can do that kind of on the iPhone where you can have like a video.
Yeah, you can pin a video in a video.
But actually, no, you can't. I don't think you can do two videos going at once.
No.
You can't.
Yeah, and I wondered if you could make an app that kind of like makes it more seamless, or you could split the phone in two. But the VR, that's pretty interesting. How can you even get under your car though? If you're working under your, on your back.
Why not?
With it on your face?
Yeah, you could. You jack up
it
your
only
car.
sticks out a little bit off your face, I'd imagine.
You scrape it on something. It's toast.
I mean, if you got the money to buy it, you got the money to fix it.
Yeah.
Can you Apple Care it? You can probably.
Apple Care is like $500 for the thing. Yeah, I looked it up.
I feel like
only available in the States, right? So that's why it's mentioned
for a V1.
Seattle.
I feel like you gotta get that Apple Care.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's like you buy the Apple Care, nothing's gonna happen to your equipment. You don't buy the Apple Care, your shit's gonna break the next day. Yeah. That happened to me with the laptop. Smashed my trackpad right away. Yeah, R.I.P.
Should we listen to some Speakpipes?
Yes, please. We got a whole lot of Speakpipes this time around. That's if our guests showed up today, we probably wouldn't be able to dive into those.
Caveat here. I did listen to these. We would not have dived into them.
Caveat. I have not. Freshy for me.
This first one is from Steven with a V in the middle.
Parks.
Hey there, dudes. I just listened to the Remy podcast. I'm chilling here on the island in Nanaimo, having a lucky. And
Sick.
I got a question for you. It's a tech question.
No.
I'm putting some new tires on my ProMag root down, and I kind of fucked up. I got Cush cores, but I put the front on the rear and the rear on the front, and it's already all done. And Cush cores are such a pain in the ass to install, and I don't want to do that again. So what would you do if you put the wrong tire on the wrong end or the wrong rotor in the wrong spot or whatever? Would you just send it and not care, or would you be so anal about it you gotta fix her? I don't want to do this anymore. My hands hurt. But like, what would you do? Cheers, boys.
Well, the last time that I did that, which was the last time I installed tires, it became Jason's problem, and I just came back an hour later and they were fixed.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, but I did do that. I was trying to help with the bike build, and I installed the tires.
It happens.
But Jason, you're so fast at it.
Yeah, but Steven is saying he also put on Cush core. So that is...
well, let's explain to the layman out there.
I was just about to.
Dave, put the gun down. Put the gun down. Jason, take it away from him. Take out the bullets.
So Cush core is like imagine like a pool noodle going inside of your tire, and it protects the rim from damage, and the tire sits around it. It is incredibly tight fitting, and it's very
Just
hard.
like my friend Jason.
Yeah, very tight.
Incredibly tight.
Oh, that's hot.
But so he's saying he accidentally put his tires on backwards, and Steven, I'm going to tell you
Whoa. What does putting it on backwards mean?
like there's a front specific tire and a rear specific tire, and he swapped them.
Gotcha.
So, Steven, I would say you got to grab a 12er of Lucky there, bud, and you're going to have to switch them. I had some Luckies before this, apparently.
Hey, wait a second. Were we supposed to be drinking on this podcast? I brought the breathalyzer.
Oh, yeah. What the hell?
So you guys, and Jason, you rode your bike to the office, which means you were probably anticipating some boozing.
I wasn't, but now I am.
So you guys bring beers or what?
No, I don't think we have any.
Listen, I got to be honest. I was shocked that you guys were I was shocked that you guys were both really down to drink the beers on the podcast when I said, should we do that yesterday?
Down?
I was surprised that you were enthusiastic to drink beers and see who would get the high score on the breathalyzer.
I feel like we had the opposite.
The best thing ever.
I feel like we had the opposite reaction.
I don't know. I mean, there's been Dave. How many times have I offered a beer to Jason on the studio and he declines it? He declines it, and it makes it feel like we
are degenerates,
and he's the professional, and I'm like, yikes, maybe.
He's like, I don't know about you guys, but I have business to attend to.
How many times has this happened?
Like once a week?
What? Maybe 2 or 3 times.
At least as many times as you've edited podcasts.
Ooh.
Like,
that's it. It's back to your job.
Dave, come on, back me up. I've been like, Jason, you want a beer? I'd be like, no.
No. But that's also like anytime I offer him literally anything, he says no.
That's
I'll
true.
be like, oh man, I got these blueberries are so good. Just try one. He'd be like, no, I'm okay.
Jason's eaten lunch in the studio as many times as he's edited the podcast.
I ate lunch today.
No way.
Yeah.
What was it?
Subway? What do you think?
Subway.
I don't think it's has it ever been anything that's not Subway?
Yeah.
What?
Don't dox us now, Jesus. Bleep that. Bleep that. Christ's sakes.
I'm in danger.
I've offered some beers, all right? And I'm like, hey, you know what? I want to develop some office culture around here. Let's have some beers. It gets declined. And I feel like I was 2 yeses away from filling this fridge with beer every once in a while. But I'm like, okay, I guess the vibe is we keep it professional here. And if we're going to drink beers, to do it outside the office.
At my old job, we had beer Fridays.
I'm going to start asking you in emails, Jason, if you'd like to drink a beer, so we have this on a record, so you can't decline that you said no in the past.
If it's only been twice, it's not like a theme. It's just like something.
It's a pattern.
No, twice a week.
It's not. It's not a pattern.
The only time I can ever remember drinking beers in here, well, I mean, I know we're drinking some beers in here together, but when Nick, he brought us those blueberry beers, which were delicious and very strong. That was very early on. We didn't even have any of this. I think it was our first podcast in here, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like
it was just a white
bare
wall.
bones, white walls.
It sounded like shit.
Yeah, it did.
Anyways,
Thanks,
next
Steven.
time we got to do the breathalyzer.
Yeah, I'm down. Okay, Steven, change shit.
Why did you pick that one first?
I actually thought it was another one.
Okay.
But I'll go in order now.
Jason's like, this one's the banger. Sorry,
Well, we got to get the painful ones for you
that.
out of the way, Dave.
All right, this one is from Not Spicy Dice.
Oh God, I have a feeling it is.
What up, fellow Chothers? Hope you guys had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
This is from a month ago.
I am ringing in today to ask you guys what your favorite bike accessory is. And why is it Spicy Dice? Is it because you can safely pump up your PSI without fear of your pressure valve rolling into the deep? Sick Adele reference. Or is it because you can trick out your bike and color match? Anyway, I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about how much you love Spicy Dice. www.spice-e-dice.com.
For Christ's sake, for such a big fan, he read the Instagram post a couple months ago that said, leave us a something funny, give us, ask for some advice or just promote your product. He saw promote your product and he left a comment, said, okay, I'll bite. And here he is. He's doing the thing. So good on him.
Yeah, that's
but also,
fine.
what a jerk.
What a jerk.
No, I'm just kidding.
He didn't have a website before, did he?
No, he's moving up in the world. I got some Spicy Dice right here too.
They are sweet. A little spicy. Dicey.
But I'm gonna be honest, okay? Let's give him some constructive feedback before we dive into our favorite bike accessory. The stickers. There's a sticker in here. It's gotta be better. This is the type of sticker, if I'm not mistaken, that see this one? Doesn't it strike you as a sticker that just like leaves residue behind?
Oh, it's too sticky.
The branding is very graphic design is my passion.
That pisses me right off.
Yeah. You could put a little bit of money into getting some proper designs, but he's doing them himself. I appreciate that.
Well, you know what? And Microsoft Paint is free, so you can use that.
Yeah, but Dave actually rocks that Spicy Dice sticker on his laptop.
It's true.
All the time.
I think it fell off.
What? No, it's still there.
Is it still there?
It's a holographic die cut, which is neat. It's a bit complicated, that sticker, though. Bit complicated.
At least part of it fell off.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But yeah, Spicy Dice, I've given them out to Jordan Boostmaster, who he actually put it on his bike. That's rad. And is this Will? Is that his name? Will?
Nope.
No.
Oh, God. What's his name?
Freddie?
Freddie? Oh, God. I'm sorry. Bleep that.
Nope.
It's been a while. We last met him at the Joyride.
Jason will not bleep that.
I will not.
He's hustling, and he's trying to get Spicy Dice
sweet.
on every person's bike, every pro rider's bike. And he said he asked Brandon Semenuk if he would gladly accept a set of Spicy Dice and take a photo holding it, and Brandon Semenuk declined. He said, "No, I can't do that, fam."
Smart.
Yeah,
Super smart.
very smart. And I said, "Sure, Fred, D, let's do it."
Why is it Spicy Dice? Like, why isn't it just Spicy Dice?
Freddie, call back in and let us know.
Like
Thank you so much.
Because usually, like, an E would, represent electronic or something. You know what I mean? Like email. Like, okay, Spicy E Dice. But
I have other feedback. He needs Schrader, because I would have put them on Brooke's bike a long time ago, but it's just Presta, which is the different kind of valve there.
The French.
Yeah.
all right, let's move on. Next question.
We never answered the question though. What's your favorite accessory?
Oh, that's true.
It's the banana holder.
I was just gonna
from outside Brendan.
Outside Brendan. Duh.
Let's go, Brandon.
Nice.
Thank you. Favorite accessory? That's tough.
I appreciate the plug though.
Yeah.
We want you to call in. I will call you a jerk, but call in and do nothing more than promote your product.
Let us know
pod.
why Spice E-Dice. We don't know.
And for the audio only listeners, when Matt says we appreciate the plug, he means the butt plug that Spicy Dice sent us.
Yes.
Spicy plugs? Okay, next one is from Sir Donald Trump.
No way.
I have a feeling it's not him.
Yo, dudes. This is the Donald. I saw your little Make Flannel Great Again stunt in your MTV Creators React to Mean Comments video. You'll be hearing from my legal team shortly. Mahalo, my
Bleep that. That's the worst voice cloning I've ever heard.
That was terrible.
Did he record it by a waterfall?
Yeah.
Is he at Niagara Falls?
It was terrible.
Who let Trump across the border?
Yeah.
Well, Niagara Falls is also in America.
The Make Flannel Great Again gag?
Yeah, the
Just the Maker.
Just the Maker.
Yeah, but it's not a gag. That's just something someone said.
Yeah. Well, no one ever said he was a smart feller, so that's accurate.
I like Just the Maker. She's funny. I like her video. She's clever. She's got a good thing going on.
She's good vibes.
I appreciate when people just don't go for the low-hanging fruit joke, and there's a little bit extra thought put in there. And there's some jokes there where I've had to kind of maybe think a little bit harder. What is it here? Oh, that's clever. And I appreciate that.
Yeah, she's good. She's on a
fire, bro.
Sorry, she's on an upward trajectory, and I think her partner just like quit his full-time job to help her with this.
Wow.
So accumulating overhead. Am I right?
Where's she from?
America. My
where's
favorite
that?
place.
Jason's favorite place.
Southern Canada. Okay, this one is from Old Fat Freerider. I'm sorry, Dave. It's not for you.
Hey guys, I know you guys keep saying you're not a mountain biking podcast.
Correct.
But let's be honest, you're a mountain biking podcast.
I told you.
And to go with the spirit of that, I have a mountain biking question for you. Name's Nick, calling from Chilliwack, but grew up in Aldergrove and started mountain biking back in 1998 at the Watershed.
Gravity Bowl.
So many things I learned there. I was coming back bleeding, my sister constantly saying, "You're not very good at this," but that was how I progressed. I loved every moment of it. And the pivotal was the Gravity Bowl. And I wonder from, you guys coming from Delta, if the Watershed and the Gravity Bowl were as pivotal things for you to conquer as it was for me. Would love to hear back about your thoughts on that area growing up. And if you still think it's a pretty good place today. Thanks. Can't wait to hear from you. Bye.
Now, who the hell said we grew up in Delta? Where's he getting this piece of information from?
Know. We're not Deltons. Deltoids?
Pretty close, and it is a marsh, and it is crappy.
Yeah.
No different than Richmond.
Even that.
Jesus Christ, they hit all the buttons.
That was the perfect Speakpipe because it was not only about mountain biking, but also super locally niche. So just everyone's going to love it.
I don't get any jerk vibes. Okay. He wasn't there just to promote his product. He had something constructive for the podcast.
Also, he plucked on our heartstrings.
He did.
Because the Watershed is a very special place.
And he's got a great voice for radio.
Do you have a lot of Watershed moments there?
Tons of Watershed moments.
This is where I thought we should have taken you on our last ride, where we instead decided to take you on Seymour, which is like
Watershed is a mountain?
A hill.
Okay.
It's a watershed.
For some reason, I thought it was an indoor venue.
That's fair.
It's a small building that contains jugs of water. I'm surprised you didn't say that first.
No, it's where you go to get rid of your winter coat.
Okay, what is a watershed? Does anybody know? We got to Google this. YouTube that.
I believe it's what it sounds like.
It sheds
watershed
water.
is
I don't know.
Area or ridge of land that separates waters flowing to different rivers, like a basin or a sea. So I'm guessing it's because the Fraser's on one side and the ocean's on the other.
It's kind of like a delta.
Hey.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm so confused. Is this like an old, does it still apply? Is it still shedding water in this?
Yeah, I think so.
We're gonna have to get an expert.
Anyway, the Watershed is a riding area in Delta, and it's a good spot because it's not a lot of elevation. So if you're just learning mountain biking, there's a lot of easy trails. It's like a park more than a bike area.
You'll see more hikers and dog walkers.
Yeah, exactly.
And riders.
But the feature he's talking about, the Gravity Bowl, is this giant bowl of dirt in this one area of the Watershed.
It's just a big downhill that goes immediately to a big uphill.
Yeah. And that was the first place I ever went.
And when you're a young kid, this bowl seems enormous.
Yeah, it's like
going down is like you
thing.
get that feeling in your stomach. It's a lot of fun.
I feel like I'd probably get that feeling.
Probably. Yeah, because you strive to not touch the brakes and go down full speed. And then when you're advanced enough, there's a jump on the other side and you can get some air. And if you're really advanced, you can even huck off. There's instead of just rolling into the bowl, you can huck off the side. I don't think, maybe I did that, but that was one of those things I remember when I used to ride with my brother, my older brother, he hucked off that thing. It was like the most impressive thing ever.
It's super gnarly.
But, hey, speaking about advanced, I only recently realized it was Game Boy Advance and not Game Boy Advanced.
I actually started playing some Game Boy Advance games on my Switch recently. WarioWare.
Oh yeah,
that's such a fun game.
Yeah, what is that?
It's like Mario Party, but every game is like 3 seconds long, and there's like 10 in a row. So it requires you to think really fast what to do. It's really fun.
Nice.
Yeah. Thanks for your contributions,
Thanks,
Dave.
Nick. Oh, and Dave.
Yeah, but the Watershed is fun. And the other thing is there's always like rogue trail building going on there, and there's some cool hits. And
that one trail, sorry, Dave. Take a minute. There's that one trail in that gully with the wall ride on it and step down. People have been working on that. There's some big stuff on it now.
We should go visit maybe.
Yeah, I know. I would like to. It's just hard when you're on the shore and you're like, there's all this great stuff right here, or I can drive an hour and a half.
Let's go here. I propose a date. We go to ride that, and then after we go to the Queensboro jumps underneath the bridge, and we go hit a couple things in a day, maybe.
So this guy left 2 more voicemails.
You want to listen to them?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say I wasn't gonna play them because it might be a bit alienating for you. At this
What, they're all bike related?
Yeah.
He left 3 in a row.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, Nick was on it.
Holy, he's giving us lots of content though. I appreciate that.
He was on the Luckies.
No,
he's feeding off us.
Nick, we'll get to them another day. Don't worry. I know what they're about.
I'll delete them.
No, you will not. All right, this one's from Donald Ross Ballantyne. Am I saying that right?
I don't know.
Very appropriate.
How's it going, guys? You're speaking to Don from East London, South Africa.
Wow.
A Chother from another mother.
Definitely.
I was re-listening to a couple of the old podcasts, and I was just wondering, what happened to all the heavy breathing? I mean, is it cutouts? It helped me sleep quite a bit. Maybe it's just too many speed pipes and not enough speak pipes.
I'm breathing.
I need your advice. I'm into sort of enduro style riding, but where I'm from, I'm pretty much the only gay Eskimo. And I was looking for some advice too. How would you guys start about it? Build trails? I think we've got a bit of elevation. But yeah, any tips, man? It'd be great. Something nice. Love the podcast. Miss the heavy breathing. Looking forward to hearing your reply. Cheers.
That's hilarious.
Kind of sounds like Christopher Walken a little bit.
What?
Well, he's got the cadence a little bit. What happened to the heavy breathing? Am I just being offensive? Am I offensive?
No, that's not offensive. He's from South
if it was a
Africa.
Japanese guy and I started doing the Japanese voice, it would have been offensive.
Not to be racist or anything.
But that's how it works.
That's what I think too.
What was his question? No heavy breathing? I don't know why there would be no more heavy breathing.
I think he was just roasting us, which is totally applicable.
And then he asked how to start building trails, which is a tough question to answer.
I didn't listen to that because I was just trying to remember Christopher Walken's name.
How do you start building trails?
What?
I didn't even realize that's what he
No,
asked.
we've never done it. Although Jason and I have started talking about building a dirt jump.
I think the only time I've ever gone trail building was because of the local trail organization. So I don't know what the situation is in South Africa.
He's the only gay Eskimo.
I don't know what that means.
I think it starts with walking. You got to walk the trail. You got to find you got to tag it.
You don't know what it means?
Well, I mean, it depends. Then you go into, well, whose land is it? You know?
Anyway.
Iceland's?
This land is my land.
Yeah.
This land is your land.
Anyway, Donald, we're not sure.
Yeah. Heavy breathing though. Did we breathe a lot on the pod?
It sounds like those were like early episodes.
I bet it's like early episodes when the sound wasn't as dialed, maybe.
I don't think it has anything to do with the sound. I think it was just us. We were like, we were not confident with what we were saying. We're like, this is a good podcast, right?
Yeah, that's probably the dead air. I'm too scared to go back and listen.
No, I don't listen to any of them. I only listen to the ones where I'm not here. Is this like dialed confidence or pure ignorance on my part?
Yeah.
In terms of what?
Like to not listen back to the thing. It's like a stand-up comedian not listening to their set. Like you got to do it. But I'm not listening to it by choice. But we do break it down. We break down. How did we do? We review.
Yeah.
Some notes for next time.
I don't think you have to listen to them back.
Thank God.
Yeah. That's like
enough said.
Yeah.
No.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Last one here. This one's from Andy Chother.
What's up, guys? It's Andy Chother here, reporting from Los Angeles, California. And huge fan of the podcast. I'll get that out of the way. But I wanted to ask a question because I was listening to the Liam Mullaney / Liam Gallagher podcast. And you guys were talking about ARRIs and Reds and filming, guys like Claw and Cam Sink and a little bit of that pressure that comes with potentially missing a shot. And I was just thinking, you're investing $100,000 into an ARRI, why not take that money and split it across a couple Blackmagic cameras that arguably for the cost difference are pretty much up there in the same quality range. Obviously they're not the same, but like so close that the average person might not even know the difference in the end result. So if a Blackmagic pocket cinema camera 6K Pro is like $2,000 or $2,500, you can get a bunch of those and just have like a static wide shot so you never miss it. That way you have like one angle that's like the capture angle, you're not going to miss it, and then another angle where you can get even more creative. So I wanted to hear you guys' take on that, whether or not it's like just too much of a bear to like pack in more than one camera, or do you ever just have a camera on a tripod to make sure that you get the shot and then get more creative with like your A camera, or how does that work with you guys' process? Anyways.
You ran out of time.
On the pod.
Oh man, for a mountain bike podcast, there's no mountain biking in that question.
I know.
No,
Just skip it then.
He literally referenced
did he?
mountain bikers. He's like Cam Zake.
Oh yeah. Sure. Shit.
Nice try.
Damn it. Oh.
Nice try.
But this is you can chime in here. This is cameras.
Yeah, he's still talking about shooting bikes.
I feel like it's a part of it is like you pay to play. You're not going to show up to the like high roll blackjack table without the Rolex and the like Gucci glasses or something. You know, you got to like, you're not going to show up to the BMW commercial with a Blackmagic and a L series Canon lens, right? Yeah.
They're going to be like, what the hell?
And like the people who do know that your Rolex is real, they're going to know all the details about it and why it's so expensive and what makes it so awesome, right? And they're not going to be like, well, why don't you just get the knockoff? It looks just as good. Mm-hmm. It's shiny. Mm-hmm. It's got all the numbers on it. It's got a couple arms. I don't know.
I would say too, like to his point, like, oh, why don't you have like a B cam that's like static? Like that does happen. Like you do hire like a B cam operator, or you bring in your own B cam. It's not the ARRI to like just get the static shot, and then you can get a bit fancier with your, if you want to do a pan or tilt or whatever.
Yeah, like we use the 1D mostly, right?
Well, or we'll do like Raven and Komodo.
Oh, right. We have the two reds.
Oh, right.
We're so we're so
about those guys, those suckers.
Now you're talking.
But
and those can be found at 8795.
Oh no! Between beep and beep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm with you, buddy. Andy.
Chother.
Yeah.
Mr. Chother.
Ask Liam. Liam, he asked us to remove $100,000 from the title, podcast title. He didn't
appreciate us.
He didn't appreciate our clickbait.
Yeah.
It's if you know an ARRI, you know it's $100,000. Come on.
Wait, hold up.
But I think he's just a humble guy. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's like a security thing.
I don't think I would want that to be my title either.
Probably not.
Like it was like, oh, how David bought a $200,000 Ferrari.
Well, I think he wanted to maybe include it in his visa application or something like that. So he didn't want the dollars.
They have to listen to the whole podcast.
I think they just will give you a visa if you ask for one, though.
The O1B visa, Obi-Wan Kenobi visa. I don't know.
Just kidding. I understand.
Okay, good.
Well, that's it from all our Chothers.
Is that really it? Come on.
I mean, we can listen to more, Nick.
One more?
Sure, if you okay.
We haven't done a Just the Boys podcast in 10 podcasts.
It's just the guy. It's just the same guy.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the same guy. The others are all gone.
What are we going to do for our 100th podcast, guys?
On-air suicide, probably.
Dave's big episode.
Oh, that's hot.
Maybe you can get the Kushcore guy on and you're doing two in one.
Wow, a live Kushcore off.
No, I was going to say you can kill.
Oh, I see.
Both kill yourselves.
Two birds, one stone.
Mm-hmm. No, you don't say that anymore. You say you feed two birds with one scone.
Is that actually a thing?
That's the PC way. You don't kill the birds, Dave. That's
PC PC Optimum.
But what about getting two birds stoned at once?
That's so totally rad, my dudes. But
wait, is this two birds one scone thing like for kids? Is this an actual thing you've heard?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Brooke told me.
I would have been pretty impressed if you had just made that up.
No.
No, I'm not.
Bleep that. I did make it up.
I don't speak Italian.
Okay, guys. We have one thing we were going to talk about. The rats.
Oh, right. The rats.
The rats.
Show the rats. Okay, so in Vancouver, they have recently banned rat poison because it's harming other wildlife,
A
like
certain
owls.
type of rat poison.
I just read a headline. It said they were banned rat poison because the owls are eating the rats, and then the owls ingest the rat poison.
Oh, the superb owls.
Is this a callback to something earlier?
Yes.
I almost
Super Bowl. Superb owl.
I almost.
So what are we
segued
looking
into
at
this
here? We're
last
looking at describe the scene. This is downtown Vancouver. And
This is like near some
Broadway.
really high-end hotels.
Burrard.
Trump Tower.
And there must be 30 rats just chilling.
30? There's definitely more than 30.
You think there's more than 30?
Yeah.
Okay, I was trying to be, I don't,
Especially
conservative.
ones you can't see. There's probably like hundreds there.
There's like 30 rats and
Fucking rat!
that's why Chase was preparing so hard. Can you play that again?
There's a motherfucking rat!
What's that from?
The internet? I don't fucking know.
Okay, guys, this is supposed to be our viral clip.
This is
that
a viral
everybody
clip.
in Vancouver shares.
Yeah.
It's not very concise.
That's for Jason to edit.
I didn't do fucking
Hold on,
shit.
pull the rats back up. Okay, there's
Bring
like
it
a
back.
bazillion rats in Vancouver. It's disgusting. The last time I saw this many rats was when I was in Tokyo. I hate rats. I grew up with rats in the house. I have a fear of vermin. I
Controversial opinion.
right, because they're smart,
love
intelligent.
rats.
No, I despise rats, mice. I do not like.
Have you ever heard the song Ben by Michael Jackson?
Well, how am I going to cut this into the social cut?
No.
Go on.
It's about how he loves a rat.
Is it? No.
Ben is the rat.
Oh, really?
Yeah, do you know the song Ben?
I do know the song.
Yeah.
What? Oh, wow.
It's from a movie called Willard. Or is it called Ben? I'm just
Are you
sabotaging
lying?
this. I'm not lying.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's interesting.
Anyways, sorry. Reset.
I don't know what the hell I want to say.
You were talking about how you
this.
you grew up around rats, you hate vermin.
I mean, I could
This
talk
gives
for
you-
15 hours about the rats I grew up with.
Give us a tight 3. 1,
2, 3.
Okay, one time we were watching Napoleon Dynamite upstairs with the family, and we had one bathroom in the house. Okay, it was all the way downstairs across the house. I had to pee mid-movie. What? I went downstairs. It's dark. I already have a bit of a fear of the darkness, and I'm like, I know there's rats in the house, so I'm fearful of every corner that I need to turn, and I think there's gonna be a rat. There's a rat right there staring in front of me. I scream top of my lungs. The rat freaks out. It screams top of his lungs. It bolts around the corner and it's gone. And I don't think we ever saw that one again. There was like one place that we were getting in behind this like hot water.
Where you keep your cheese?
Yes, where we keep the cheese to keep it at a nice temperature. And anyways, years later, we found a hole in the roof. There was a big hole, and it was just like a highway for the rats, and it must have been just years. Like they must have chewed it. So yeah, we had basically a rat infestation. You know, who knows if it was one rat or many rats coming in and out.
If you see one rat, there's probably hundreds.
Probably. Okay, was that 1 minute? Okay, I got 2 more stories. Okay, another thing, we made a gingerbread house. Love making a gingerbread house. And we had Oreos as the path that went to the door, like in the, it was a aluminum foil covering a piece of cardboard. And then we woke up one morning and there's like teeth marks and chewed through the aluminum foil. We thought this is a rat. Fast forward a couple nights later, in the middle of the night, we heard down the stairs, because we all sleep upstairs, we heard duk, 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 duk. Like, what the hell is that? I had Playmobil toys on the gingerbread house. They're all covered with icing. We put them in a plastic bag, zipped it up, and just put it on top of a shelf that was in the hallway. A rat had come upstairs, hopped up on the dresser, grabbed that entire bag of icing covered toys. Duk, 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 duk. It was pulling it down the stairs to go take it to its home or whatever. And my mom wakes up, sees this rat pulling all the toys. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Another story?
Go on.
Dude, I got stories. I got rat stories for days.
Hit us.
Shit was traumatizing. There was a couch that I watched TV on every morning before school. And I leave for school. I lived with my grandmother at the time. My grandmother like just cleaned the house. She just, that's all she had to do was just clean the house. She's looking at this couch. She sees from under a pillow, there's a piece of like string. And she's like, oh, I'm just going to throw that away. She goes, picks it up. Boom, dead rat. It was a rat tail that had died from eating rat poison. We assume.
Right.
And it just went to die peacefully under a pillow.
That makes sense.
And she threw the whole thing just into like a little trash can. And then I remember coming home at lunch and she's like, hey, look at this. And showed me this dead rat. And oh my God, I can still remember. Oh, freaking hated that. A couple more stories. Has it been 3 minutes?
Oh, yeah.
Has it been 3 minutes?
Easily. But go on.
Jason, remember the time we were digging the dirt jumps in my backyard and we shoveled in, boom, and then noticed, oh my God, we just like cut a rat like in half.
It's a mouse. Field mouse.
No, I think there were maybe. I think there were.
I don't think
babies.
rats live in burrows like that, do they?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
But I noticed we had like nearly cut like a baby rat or mouse or whatever in half from the end of the shovel, tip of the shovel. We kept digging. We found like a dozen of them, and we have photos. Mm-hmm. We have photos of
our massacre.
Who's holding them?
I don't know. It's
Wesley
not
or something.
us. Yeah.
But you picked them up.
Someone just picked them all up, and it was like a bunch of baby.
And then we
rats.
like flung them into the next yard.
Ugh.
Barehanded?
Barehanded?
I don't think I did.
The moment
I
though,
don't like that shit.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
I don't like killing things.
I think the moment you kind of start touching babies like that,
Excuse me?
They the mother abandons them. Once they don't smell like once they have the human smell in them, they leave.
Jason,
stop touching babies.
Rat
that.
babies.
Wow, you gotta specify, man.
Yeah, true.
It's an audio medium.
Another story. I just gotta get them all out, okay? Mm-hmm. There was a rat. I don't remember how it started, but it turned into like a rat chase. Okay, my whole family was involved. We had these curtains that went up to like kind of like a mantle that was way up. Like this mantle was at the ceiling, right? And this rat effortlessly climbs up the curtains. If you think like you're safe from rats because they can't climb shit, they'll climb everything and anything.
They're like bears.
I assume they could climb everything.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was, kind of an ignorant kid thinking, it's fine, I'm safe in here. They can't get through here. They can't get under the door, all this stuff. It climbed and it was like running up and down this mantle thing. It was unbelievable how fast it was traveling. And we had like hockey sticks and, golf clubs, and we were putting cardboard trying to seal all the doors. And we had the front door open to try and get it out. And I remember it was jumping, like it was frantic. It was just jumping into the cardboard, bouncing off, like doing 360s. And then eventually we got it out of there. And I imagine it probably just like did a, just like a U-turn around the backyard back into the house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Disgusting.
Rats are the worst.
They're the worst. I friggin' hate them.
I had rats in my last place too.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I could hear them in the walls.
Go on, Dave.
I don't know stories.
Oh, Matt goes on like a fucking 6-minute monologue, and I'm gonna say something for 10 seconds.
I think he meant like we should be ending the podcast, but now we're going rat stories. He wasn't. Don't take it personal, Dave.
I was just gonna say that. That's it. That's all I had.
That's all.
I also had mice. Anyway,
I remember you had a mouse.
Yeah, I've had mice a lot and rats. No, probably just mice. How do you know?
Their size.
The size, dude.
I guess.
Yeah, the rats are like, they can be like, anywhere from this big to like,
it's like
New York.
They're chunky.
That's like 4 feet, right?
New York has like 1 foot long rats now.
Mice are cute.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. When you see like a little mouse and you see like they go on their hind legs and they're like,
no. That's the perfect opportunity to just whack them with a golf club.
and whack them with a shovel.
Brick's giving me the sad eyes. No, I'm just kidding. I would never do that. I remember, okay, now I'm talking frogs. Way back in the day, in Richmond. The moment when I realized, like, you don't fuck with, like, maybe I'll, like, kill a spider or kill a fly or something or a mosquito, but, like, there's a certain size of animal that I just feel bad killing. And I remember in Richmond, aka Ditchmond, we had ditches with frogs in them. We'd catch them. I loved them. We'd collect them in buckets. And I remember one time, this old friend of mine, he picked up a frog and he was just hucking it against a stop sign.
Oh, that sucks.
And I was like heartbroken. I was so sad.
Yeah, that sucks. Don't do that.
That's no bueno.
I was like, that's too big of a creature to be throwing.
But also, if I'm killing a fly or mosquito, it's like a direct reaction to it fucking with me. Whereas I'm not just like picking up spiders and being like, I'm going to pick your legs off one at a time. Like, there's sort of like an animal torture angle.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I would take the magnifying glass focus the beam of sunlight right
Sorry,
onto the spider.
Are you Dennis the Menace? Dennis
And
the
those
Medicine?
spiders, they would just sizzle and then they would just blow up. It was pretty awesome.
At least that's science, like kind of science, though.
Yeah, I was learning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, did anyone ever call you Dennis the Medicine? Was that ever a thing?
100%, dude.
Yeah.
Just the other days at the North Shore bike parks, people are always like, I'm sorry, what was your last name again? Because they check us in. And I say, Dennis the Menace. Don't forget that. Dennis and the Medicine.
Oh, right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun.
But more people call me Denny than Dennis the Menace.
He's open 24 hours.
Every part of him.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, hate rats, and they disgust me, and they should not be here.
Have you seen Ratatouille?
No.
Oh.
I only saw the first. I only saw the first one.
No.
I actually had this deep rooted. I need to go therapy, guys.
Probably
talk about my fear of rats. Like I will see a little thing moving in the corner of my eye. It might be, whatever, and I immediately think it's a rat. Where's a mouse?
Mm-hmm. It's fair.
I'm fucked up, guys. Anyways, where do we take this from here? If I wrap this thing up,
Yeah, we should
rat this thing
rat
out.
it up.
Mm-hmm.
Rat each other out.
Mm-hmm. But we're gonna play this or that internal. But I guess screw that. Hey,
we'll do it next time.
Yeah. Well, next internal pod, maybe we do the Matt Dennison interview because we've done the Jason Lucas episode. We did the Dave episode.
Half a Dave.
Which was mostly asking Jason about his trip to wherever the hell he went.
Yeah.
Lots of
America, his favorite place.
My favorite.
Where there's just militias everywhere.
Malicious militias.
Militia McCartney. McCarthy?
Yeah, we're done.
Yeah. All right.
Leave us a Speakpipe, speakpipe.com/feeding off each other. It's a voicemail. Roast us. Ask us for advice. Promote your crummy product. Hey, I'm not referring to anybody. This isn't like a direct call out to any. If he's listening this long and he's getting another.
Yeah.
Wait, what? I just said I wasn't calling any one person out.
Yeah, anyone.
Freddie, we love you.
Anyone listening would be still listening.
This is good promo. Any exposure is bad. Bad exposure is good exposure. Why are you guys all like face palming? Am I doing something bad?
No one's face palming.
Well, Brooke was.
Hey, but don't forget.
You're good.
Yes.
Yeah, just cut that.
going.
Cut
You're
that.
crushing.
No. There's a lot of cutting in this.
Cut.
Yeah, leave a Speakpipe. Leave us a rating, comments. Is this the worst video you've ever seen? Is this the best video you've ever seen? Do you love us? Do you rate us? Do you hate us?
What do you want out of the podcast? Tell me.
Yeah, Dave, speak your whatever. You said you wanted to ask them
Dave,
what they
you
want.
have 1 minute at the end of the pod to talk about whatever you want. Go.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Go on, Dave.
So yeah, just let us know what guests you're like and what topics. Are you here for the comedy? Do you like the jokes? Do you like the interviews?
Do you like the mountain biking?
Do you like the mountain biking? They're all just gonna say yes.
Do you like the hockey? Do you like when we talk about rats?
I think we might have lost some people with that hockey talk.
Really?
All
it wasn't
right,
that deep
Dave.
though.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone.
That was like,
to know what
that was
you
like
like.
15 seconds.
And as always,
Stop coming and they don't stop coming.
Thank you for listening to Feeding Off Each Other. Please subscribe for more great podcasts.